My man, as soon as you realize you're the only one who can fuck this up and you're the only one who can make this shit work, that's when it becomes beautiful. That moment you realize no one is actually coming to save you no more. It's so easy to watch TV and watch other people win. You can watch someone kick a ball around on the screen for a few hours and get paid $1 million. Or you can watch someone act in a movie and get paid millions. Or watch someone, hit a ball with a racket and get paid millions. But you're just happy to sit there on the couch and watch someone else live the life you wished you could have without taking any sort of action. How does that sit with you? How does it make you feel knowing that there are people out there living your dream life while you're just sitting in the back seat doing shit all about it because you're too scared to take the risk, you're too scared to ask for help, you're too scared to do the work that you know needs to be done because you want to watch other people do it because it feels easier, it feels comfortable. Your subconscious mind is programmed to make you feel comfortable. It doesn't want you to take risks. But if you go and shake things up and change things around, and you want to start to become disciplined and do all these great things to create this life, right? Your subconscious mind is going to claw back and fight back with you because it's going to make you feel like you need comfort. You need your subconscious mind. Your set of beliefs that have been programmed into your mind over the last 10, 15 years have gotten you to where you are now. And would you say the set of beliefs that you have are leading you to a better, more successful, more developed life? Or are these leading you on a round circle? Are they taking you around swings and roundabouts, leading you down the same track, the same path that everyone else has gone around? Because where playing it safe gets you, right? You can look at all the people around you. They've played it safe all their lives. And where has it got them? Is that where you want to be? If it is, then turn this video off now and continue where they are. But if you're truly ready to upgrade your life, upgrade your subconscious mind, and the way you go around your life and actually grab life by the balls and take the shit that you want, well, listen in for this blueprint of how to reprogram your subconscious mind. So, if you're stuck to this point, here comes value. Understand that where you are right now in your life, you are here because of a result you've gotten in the past. So, some result has happened and it's made you feel and think a certain way. Whatever that result is, you've gone to a 9-to-5 job, or you've taken a bet on something that hasn't worked out, or whatever. You're feeling pretty shit. You're feeling in a pretty low energy, low vibration state. And that feeling has made you think a certain way. That's made you think, shit, life is hard. Money is hard to get. Life is a challenge. Life is a chore. It's a constant grind. And by thinking that certain way, that's going to give you a certain result. And that result is, yes, life's going to be hard, life's going to be a grind, money's going to be hard to get, all these things are going to be hard. That's your result. And that result is going to impact your thinking again. And it's just this vicious circle of you think, you feel, you take action, you get the same result, and you think again. And it's just this feedback loop that's going on. Now, you need to break this feedback loop. You need to break this chain. And it's not easy. Because every time you try to break this chain, your subconscious mind comes screaming, comes crawling back because it thinks it knows you're trying to kill off your old set of beliefs. And it's like, imagine someone has been a certain way for just say they've put their phone down on the table this way for the last 10 years, and now they have to use their left hand to put the phone down. It's extremely hard to break this habit because your subconscious mind thinks you're killing it off, and it wants to do anything to stay relevant in your life. It wants to make you feel like you need it to be safe. And if you go and do this thing, you could potentially die, or you could get seriously injured or sick, or you could be broke or run out of money. It wants to make you feel dependent on your set of beliefs. Because if you change your set of beliefs and you change the way you think the world works, you no longer need your old thoughts. You no longer need your old paradigm, how your subconscious mind once thought. It becomes completely redundant and irrelevant. And that is the last thing your subconscious mind or your current set of beliefs want from you, right? If you haven't read the book Reality Transurfing, I highly recommend it. And it talks about pendulums. So there's pendulums in life, and these things make you believe things are a certain way. So, to get money, I've got to go to work for 8 hours a day, and it's hard, it's miserable, and I do this for 5 days a week, and I get home and I get to enjoy the weekend for 2 days. That's how you believed your life is. But why would you believe that? If that hasn't served you, if that hasn't put you in the position you want to be in right now, why would you continue to believe that you have to work a 9-to-5 to make money, or you have to do this to get fit, or you have to do X, Y, and Z to find your dream partner, or to build relations and to network? If that's your current set of beliefs and they're not working for you, kill them off. Why would you continue to believe that? It's like telling someone, you keep turning, like you say you get out of your driveway and you turn right, and you keep going right, and eventually you'll go right around the world and you'll come back to where you started. Sometimes you need to go in a different direction that you haven't been down before and enter that different direction with a different mindset, a different vibration. And that will take you down the path you need to go down. But it's going to be extremely, extremely difficult because your subconscious mind wants to stay relevant. It's as simple as that. It doesn't want to die. It's like you're trying to kill this, suffocate this person, and they want to be as relevant as they can. They want to make you be dependent upon it. How do you actually go around changing this? There's two main ways you can change this. One, you'll notice this. If a massive emotional shock or impact happened in your life, someone got very sick or ill, someone died, something tragic usually happens to wake someone up, to wake them out of that sleeping stage, to break their conscious mind, to break their paradigm. I should say their unconscious mind, and to reprogram their paradigm. And it makes them actually put things into perspective and think, hey, it's not all that important to do this all the time. I shouldn't be chasing this all the time. I should be coming from a different angle. But if that doesn't happen, if you don't get that massive shock or tragic event, like, a huge breakup, there's people after they break up, they want to go and hit the gym and they get into incredible shape, or they go and start a business and make a shitload of money, or someone dies in the family and they'll leave a job and they'll go and chase their dreams. It only happens once that massive emotional shock happens in your life. The other way to reprogram and to change your subconscious mind is constant spaced repetition. So what this is believing and truly believing that life is a certain way, and realizing that every single day, every single morning, and it takes around 6 months or so for this process to happen. So imagine constant spaced repetition. You're telling yourself, no, it's no longer requiring me, my life doesn't require me to do X, Y, and Z to make money now, or to get in shape, to build this dream life, this physique, to personally develop. These old set of beliefs aren't serving me, so now let's instill some new beliefs. As we know, persistence is the key to success, right? We can say this time and time again. I'm like preaching to the choir here. I'm not going to try to reinvent the wheel. And let's call a spade a spade. So persistence is key. But how do you stay persistent? How do you stay consistent? And how do you have discipline? And this sounds so, I guess, always like you've probably heard this all the time, but getting in shape, how do you want to get in shape? Like, why? Think of it like this. If you can't even control the food that you put in your mouth, and you don't have the discipline to control that, how do you think you're going to control and have discipline to where you put your money, how you build your relationships, where you situate yourself? How do you rule out outside distractions from getting you to where you want to go? If you cannot do the simple thing of controlling what you put in your mouth and get in shape. This is why I believe getting in true shape is the forefront of true personal development. Because if how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? So, my man, listen, if you constantly break your diet, or if you can't stick to the gym, these very, very basic habits, if you cannot stick through that, how do you expect to build a successful, sustainable business that's going to make you successful over the next 10 years if you can't even control what you eat, or if you can't even get yourself into the gym and start working on yourself after working, your 8 hours, I'm tired, I want to go sit on the couch, I want to watch TV, I want to watch someone kick a ball around. Yeah, sure, everyone's got their hobbies and things like that. But instead of putting that time in to watch someone else become successful, wouldn't you rather be that guy? Wouldn't you rather be that guy that everyone's looking and you're the main character? Because it's so easy to make someone else the main character in your life. It's so easy to have someone to look up to and be like, I'd love to be like them one day. And that's all it's going to be. You'd love to be like them one day. It's never going to happen. It's always going to be in the future. It's always going to be something to look forward to. But you need to start to realize that you need to be the main character in your life. Once you realize this, and like I said at the beginning, no one is coming to save you, and the only one that can fuck this up is you, and you're also the only one who can make all this happen. So when you start embodying that mindset of, if you're in your own movie right now, imagine your life is a movie, and if someone were to look at your life from the outside, a third person, would they look at your life and think, hey, this dude's the main character of his life? Or is he just following the system? Is he following the status quo? Is he following a set of beliefs that have been put into him by someone else? Have a genuine deep think about that. Are you the main character if someone were to look into your life like it was a movie? Chances are you're not the main character right now. And it means it doesn't have to stay that way forever. But the first thing is you need to realize your flaws, your mistakes, and hey, maybe you can't do this on your own. Because if you could, if you were truly capable of making this money or having this physique or living this lifestyle, you'd have it right now. Let's be honest with each other. You would have this lifestyle right now if you were already capable. Now, the truth is you're not capable right now. It doesn't mean you can never have it, but right now in this moment, you're probably not capable of doing it. So you need to open your mind and realize your thoughts are not serving you. That's clear because you're not where you want to be. You don't have the knowledge or the discipline or the consistency or whatever it is that's holding you back. So don't feel bad for reaching out to someone that is in the position, like a mentor, a coach, something like that, that's going to elevate you from where you are. Because I know there's so much stigma around, mentors and coaches. Oh, it's a waste of money. I can do it on my own. Well, how has that worked out for you? Have you tried it on your own? How consistent have you been? How long have you been trying to do it on your own for? These are things you've got to weigh up. How much more time are you going to continue wasting thinking, hey, I can do it on my own, when you've got someone that's done it and you can leverage their knowledge and 10x your speed and learn how to be the main character. Start investing into yourself. Start betting on yourself. Because it's so easy to bet on someone else, to think, oh yeah, this guy's going to be popular one day, or this guy's going to be a great player one day. He's going to be a great footballer or a great tennis player or a great racing car driver. He's going to be that. What about you? Have you thought about you, what you want to be great at? Or do you just want to be good at the 9 to 5? Do you want to be good at fitting into the status quo? Because I can't do the work for you. I can show you the door, I can unlock it and open it, but you must walk through it. Now start embodying this idea of you being the main character, and think, how would the main character wake up every morning? If they were to wake up, how would they start their day? What would the first thing they do be? Would it be, checking their phone, putting their clothes on, rushing off to work, having their coffee and doing that? Or how would they actually be living their life? What would they be investing their time in? What would they be investing their money in? How would they perceive themselves? How would they look at themselves? Because as we know, and this is again taken from reality transurfing, right? Everything is a direct mirror. Your reality around you right now is a direct reflection of what's going on internal, your internal habits, your internal self-perception and beliefs. So if your life is messy right now, if you're overweight or you can't get in shape, you can't be disciplined, you're not good with your money, things like that, that's showing exactly what's going on inside. That's your external world will reflect exactly what's going on internally. So stop trying to look at the external world and think, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, oh, he's got this. Worry about how you think and how you feel inside. So you got to think, what would the version of you, who is the main character, who has all those things in your life right now, who has the girl, the car, the house, the location, all these things, how would he be feeling, how would he be acting today? And that's what you need to embody right now. If you need to, stop this video, pause it, and write down 5 traits of how your ideal main character would be. How would they look? How would they feel? What would they have? 5 simple traits. Now, after you've paused this video and you've come back, how are you going to start implementing these traits? How are you going to wake up every morning and feel as if you have this already? Because when you come from that higher energy, that vibration, that you feel like you've got this already, your energy, your tonality, your body language, your energy, the people you attract will be completely different than the lifeline you're on right now. Because the lifeline you're on obviously is not where you want to be. But if you want to attract this life, if you want to create this life, as we all have free will, I believe we have free will for this exact reason, for us to choose the life we want. Like we're at a restaurant and we just choose the menu. We want to eat pork ribs tonight. We order pork ribs off the menu and it's served to us. Real life is exactly the same. You want this car, you want this girl, you want this life, this house, all these things. You choose it from the menu. You act as if you believe it. You attune yourself to that vibration. And you do it. But as you do this, you're going to be constantly battling your old paradigm, your old subconscious thoughts again. So as this changes, as this goes down and you go deeper into the rabbit hole, your subconscious mind realizes that something's off. It tries to be relevant. So it wants to crawl and claw its way back to make you feel like you need it. You're going to feel extremely uneasy, especially in the beginning. As you try to implement this main character lifestyle, you're going to be feeling extremely uneasy, like almost dangerous, like you could die or something drastic could happen. You could lose a lot of money or whatever. And that is your subconscious mind programmed in to make you realize that, oh, I'm not comfortable. I need to go back to my old way. I need to go back to how I was. That was safety. That was comfort. But what growth comes from comfort and safety? We know where that road leads. You've lived it time and time again. And you've tried to break out of the cycle and you keep going back and you try again and you keep going back. So it's clearly not working for you. So kill off that old subconscious mind, kill off those old thought patterns, and reinvent yourself as the main character. Even if you have to, in your mind, call yourself a different name. Who is your main character? What's his name? Call yourself that now. That is who you are. That's your new persona. And people will notice that you change, and you're going to start to get people that come up to you like, oh, you've changed, man. What's gone into you? You've changed. And some people will be sort of jealous because they're seeing you become who they wish they could be themselves. And this is where you have to draw a very fine line in the sand and rule out true friends from people who just hung around you because you made them feel good. By you being down and out all the time, they could look at you, compare themselves to you, and they could feel good about themselves because you're doing shit with your life. But the moment you start doing better with your life, they're going to look at you and think, first of all, jealousy. Second of all, they're going to be envious because you're going to be doing the shit that they wish they could always do, but they never had the balls to do. Now that's on you. And when you get into this state, that's when the magic happens. I promise you, that is when the magic happens. And I'm a living testament to this. And all the guys I work with and coach are a living testament to this. And this is not about my own coaching, my one-to-one mentoring. It's nothing to do with that. I'll chuck the link in the description if you want to know more about that. You can book a call in through there. But just by the value in this video alone, you'll be able to make enough of a change in your life. If you're accountable, if you have someone keeping you accountable and you stay disciplined to the course, you can completely change the script of your life. Remember, you're the main character. What 5 attributes does this main character embody? And live those attributes every single day, constant spaced repetition, and break down your old paradigm. Don't wait for a massive tragic event to happen and a huge emotional shift for you to break your paradigm down. Break it down now and create the life you want, and choose it before the life is chosen for you. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in to another video, and I hope to see you on the next one.